Good evening and welcome to my channel. I appreciate you so much. I'm so glad you're here to watch and listen. I'll go ahead and tell you that I've got a lot of information to kind of put out there with you for you to listen to and try to digest. I will do my best to explain it and make it as comprehensive as I can, and all while keeping it under um, 10 minutes or so, because I know it gets kind of hard to watch something for 10 solid minutes like that. So I've got a lot of weather to talk about, flakes flying, um, blizzards happening around the world, and oh, well, anyway, you know, just me there. Anyway, we've got some festive flakes coming, and I am going to show you some cool graphics about it, and well, hopefully I will get it to go through there we go. Okay. So, first things first, let's just talk about our 3-day quick cast. We've got some festive flakes coming, and that's on Thursday over here. For your Tuesday, tomorrow, definitely going to see cloudy, overcast skies most of the day, a strong south wind, 5 to 10 miles an hour, some gusts, probably 25, maybe a little more than that. But the big thing is going to be some rain and maybe even some rumbles of thunder. So expect it. You're not going to see a ton of rain. You're not going to see 14 inches of rain or anything like that, but you are going to see some rain. That is a definite possibility. High tomorrow, 65, but the winds are going to be kind of breezy. Again, don't forget that kind of breezy winds. Low tomorrow, around 50. So not a bad day altogether. Just rain. I mean, typical. Now, Wednesday. Let's talk about Wednesday. Wednesday is again a cloudy day. There might be a peak of sun in there somewhere because the showers are more scattered and isolated. They're not all day rain. Your wind is going to be kind of gusty. It's changing directions now. For Tuesday, it's out of the south. Wednesday, it's out of the west. And it's approaching the northwest, the wind is. So your gusts are going to be anywhere from 15 to 30, maybe a tiny bit more than that, but I don't think so. I don't think we'll see that around here. The typical thing is going to be 5 to 10 to 20 mile an hours for Wednesday. Now, your temperature is going to be 60 for a high. And you notice my big black arrow. That means it's going to be dropping throughout the day on Wednesday. Just watching the model and the timing of it, looks like somewhere around midday or so we'll see our high, and then it will start going down rapidly from there. So you're going to see a 30 to 35 degree drop for Wednesday, from Wednesday afternoonish to Wednesday night. You're going to feel it. It's going to be chilly. Now, a second ago I mentioned the winds were shifting directions. So on Tuesday they're out of the south. Wednesday, mostly west. Thursday, northwest. Now, on Thursday, it's a cloudy day again, high near 40. But the wind is still going to be fairly brisk, 5 to 10 miles an hour, maybe a little gusty from time to time. That's going to make the feel like temperature, the wind chill, in the 20s. Now, I know they're not talking so much about it on TV. I've been watching the model for a couple of days, and folks, let me tell you, I've watched it as it's progressed, and it has not come out of the 20s for most of the day on Thursday as far as wind chills go. That's what it's going to feel like. So you got that blustery wind and maybe a peak of sunshine here and there, but it's going to be cold feeling. And on top of that, yeah, there's some snowflakes flying. Pardon me. There is definitely some snowflakes flying on Thursday. Now, pardon me. Sorry about that. There is a 50 or so percent chance of snow on Thursday and Thursday night. I think our biggest chance to see snowflakes flying is Thursday night into Friday. Our low is in the 30s. You might get below freezing, and if that's the case, then you'll definitely see the flakes fly. So there's your 3-day forecast. Now, the models are doing what they're going to be doing. They're bouncing around. They have been for 2 or 3 weeks. One run might be sprinkles, another run may not have much of anything, and another may be a good chance for snow. You have to look at all of them and take an average of it in your head. So, overall, as time has passed, they've become a little more consistent with flakes flying on Thursday and Friday. But again, the models are going to do what they're going to do. They're going to, they're going to show one run to the next. Just like the last run, and I'll show you the models here in a second. The last run that just came out a short time ago has more snow on the GFS than what is on the picture that I'm going to show you. So here's the GFS. Now this run was from earlier today, and it's not so happy to see a lot of flakes. It's not, there's not a ton there. But on the last run, looks more like the European model that I'm going to show you here. Anyway, this is showing you that there's some flakes of snow. You notice the blue lines. The blue lines are isobars. That's telling you that the colder air is in place. Red lines means it's above freezing. It's not as cold. Okay, so when you see that on these computer models or whatever, that's what it means. The red lines mean above freezing, blue lines mean below freezing. Here's the European. Now, it's much more aggressive on the snow, and that's about what the GFS run looks like right now. It's got quite a bit of snow on it falling from the sky. Now, I'm not going to give you numbers, okay? I'm just not going to do that because it's all going to be melting as it's falling. But you could possibly see a little bit on the ground on the highest elevations. So, flakes flying, European models, there's quite a few. Chris Bailey put this out, I think it was earlier today, and I have to agree with it. Okay, I see it's cut off at the top, but anyway, Chris Bailey put this out, and I think he's spot on with it. Okay, I think he's right at where it should be. The very best chance to see anything on the ground is at the highest elevations in that best chance zone. And that best chance zone is the area that's got the best chance to see snow flying. The top of Furnace Mountain, the top of Turkey Knob, the top of Black Mountain, all those kind of places that are really, really high elevations, well, higher elevations, have the best chance to see snow on the ground. But not much. I believe a few places in eastern Kentucky, including us, will see a slushy accumulation Thursday night into Friday morning, mostly on the grassy surfaces. If something changes, trust me, you'll know it. It'll be all over Facebook. The weather people will be putting it out faster than I can. But I could be wrong. I mean, I really could be. There could not be anything. But right now, it's looking like a good slushy accumulation Thursday night into Friday morning. Now, the current run of the GFS says there's another system coming around Thanksgiving Eve. Currently, it's showing warmer temperatures and rain. What would, could it possibly change to something more? Could we see snowflakes flying? The models are trending more and more in that direction. But right now, that's what it's showing is rain. Oops, sorry. Now, check this out. On the left side is what we have seen for the last few weeks. Cold in the western part of the United States, warmer in the eastern part of the United States. That's caused by a blocking pattern setting up over Greenland in this area, and you can see the big red orange block up here. That's caused the cold air to be in the west, while we have a heat ridge in the east. And that made us warm for what, a couple of weeks now. Not horribly warm, but warmer than it should have been. Now, on the right-hand side, I think for at least the next couple of weeks, we're going to see a setup like this. Now, it may be more pronounced. It may change over time, but right now, I think we're going to see the colder air on the eastern half of the country and the warmer air on the western half of the country. I believe we'll see some waves of cold air work through here, and then a day or maybe two warmer than normal, and then some more waves of cold air, and then a day or two warmer. Does that mean we're going to see some snowflakes flying in between those? That's a possibility. Okay, it could be. So, that's it. I don't want to take too much more of your time. I want to thank you, and I want to tell you that if you haven't listened to me on the radio, you can catch me on WSKV 104.9 FM. On WSKV 104.9 FM. And coming really soon to a Powell County Patriot newspaper near you. You might see my weather in there. Maybe even an article or two put out by me. Just like it was in the last one. I did the article on the hurricane. So you can also see a QR code there that you can scan and go directly to my YouTube channel. So, if you like my video, give it a thumbs up, please. Doesn't cost you a dime, and it helps my channel out. I appreciate it. Always remember, folks, Jesus loves you, and so do I. You all have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thank you.